What if you were born in a small village, but your soul remembered the stars? That's the beginning of the life of Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel. This isn't just a story of a boy from a village. It's the story of a soul that questioned existence itself. A journey that would eventually lead to what he calls Param Shanti, or ultimate peace. Today, we talk about a man whose ideas shook not only hearts, but entire universes within minds. He was born on December 13, 1956, in a humble village called Akai, in the Mehsana district of Gujarat, India. From the outside, Akai was like any other village you might imagine. Sprawling fields, wandering cows, the familiar, comforting rhythms of rural life. But inside young Bapuji's mind, something was very different. While other kids were chasing each other through the mango groves, he was staring at the sky, not just at the stars, but asterisk beyond asterisk the stars. He would ask his mother questions that most children don't even think of, questions that left her searching for answers. He'd ask, "Where did I come from before I was born? And who dreams the dreams we think we're dreaming?" Most people just thought he was a shy boy, quiet and reserved. But he wasn't just being shy, he was listening. Listening to a deeper voice inside, a current of thought that flowed beneath the surface of everyday life. His mother would often sit with him under the shade of a large mango tree, and he'd confide in her, telling her, "It feels like I've seen other worlds, Ma. I remember them." His childhood wasn't about toys or games, it was about wonder. A wonder so deep, so profound, that it became the seed of a lifetime quest. A quest for truth. As Bapuji grew, he didn't chase the things most people chase: worldly success, money, or status. Instead, he began chasing questions. Big, cosmic, even frightening questions that most adults spend their lives avoiding. He'd ponder, if who I am existed before I was born, could it also continue after death? This wasn't some flight of fantasy for him. It was a real, serious exploration. He approached it with the focus of a scientist exploring a new frontier. And this spark, this intense and uncomfortable curiosity, was the very first step on his path. A path that would lead him toward revealing the secrets of what he terms Param Shanti, or ultimate peace. Imagine a child, not yet in school, sitting quietly and observing the world, not just with his eyes, but with his soul. He saw the cycles of nature, the birth and death of plants, the rising and setting of the sun, and he saw a pattern. He sensed a larger story unfolding, one that went far beyond the boundaries of his small village. His early experiences weren't just random childhood memories. They were the building blocks of a profound spiritual understanding. He felt a connection to something ancient and timeless. He once told his family that he felt like an old soul in a young body, a traveler who had stopped for a brief moment in this life, in this village. This feeling of being a visitor, of having come from somewhere else, was a constant companion. It wasn't a sad feeling, but one of immense curiosity. It drove him to spend countless hours in solitude, not out of loneliness, but out of a need to connect with that inner world he felt so strongly. He would meditate long before he knew the word meditation. He would simply sit, close his eyes, and journey inward. He was mapping his own consciousness, exploring the hidden landscapes of his mind. These early self-taught practices were the foundation of the powerful meditation techniques he would later share with the world. So, while the world saw a quiet boy from Akai, what was really happening was the awakening of a spiritual master. His playground wasn't the village square, it was the cosmos. His friends weren't just the other children, they were the sun, the moon, and the stars. He was learning a language that isn't spoken with words, but is felt in the heart. The questions he asked weren't for attention. They were the sincere cries of a soul longing to remember its origin, to understand its purpose. This early period of his life is crucial to understanding the man he would become. It wasn't an education from books, but an education from the universe itself. This profound sense of being different wasn't about ego. It was about a deep, unshakable awareness. He knew his path was not the common one. He knew he was here for a reason that was bigger than just living and dying. This realization didn't make him arrogant, it made him humble. It filled him with a sense of responsibility. This incredible story of a boy who looked at the stars and saw home is just the beginning. The journey from that small village in Gujarat to becoming a spiritual guide for millions is a testament to the power of a single, pure question. What happens when a soul refuses to forget where it came from? That's the story of Bapuji. Thank you for joining us on this part of the journey. If you re-inspired by this story and want to follow the path of Bapuji's life and teachings, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have so much more to explore together.